Thanks, Nick. All right, I'd like to take this opportunity now to once again introduce our Illinois State Senator of the 43rd District, Pat McGuire.
Thank you. Mr. Mayor, members of the Board of Trustees, I appreciate the opportunity to participate in tonight's meeting. Can you hear me back in the corner? Thank you. I became your state senator on February 25th, 2012, so I've been on the job for about 5.5 months. Over 14 months ago, as Mr. Administrator Narducci's chronology showed, over 14 months ago, there were discussions among stakeholders of the intermodals. And during those discussions, the concept of a new level of government called the Illinois Transportation District Authority arose in those discussions. That concept then was written up as draft legislation. Administrator Narducci displayed a copy. Here's a copy as well. Draft legislation. This draft legislation never had a sponsor. It was never given a bill number. It was never filed. It was never introduced. It was never assigned to any committee in the Illinois House or the Illinois Senate. It was never heard in any committee in the Illinois House or in the Illinois Senate. It was never amended in any committee or on the floor. It never reached the floor for any action in either chamber, the Illinois House or the Illinois Senate. So this draft legislation stopped at the draft stage. And I will not introduce this draft legislation. I do wish to work with Mayor Offerman and others to find solutions to the problems caused by the increased truck traffic in our area. So I look forward to communicating, I look forward to cooperating, and I look forward to problem solving. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. Anybody have any questions for the Senator? If you do, please go over to your right.
Garner, 807 Drew Lane, Elwood. You say you won't introduce this bill, but will you support it if it is introduced by somebody else?
I won't support it in this form.
What form are you going to support? You'll support it in another form then?
The reason I say that, sir, is because as the conversations, which I hope will begin with Mayor Offerman, with the Village of Elwood and other stakeholders, as they proceed, there may be some solutions offered to the problems caused by increased truck traffic. And if those solutions require legislative action, I would consider introducing that legislation if it helps find solutions. And if those solutions are the product of dialogue among all the stakeholders, including the Village of Elwood.
Elwood is a very small village, and you don't have a lot to say. But I do say it's a well-run village, and I appreciate all these people doing for us. But I don't know how far I can trust you or any of the state senators.
All right, thank you. Do we have any other questions for the Senator? Next, we'll be introducing our Representative Larry Walsh Jr. If you think you're going to have questions for Larry, if you'd head in that direction now and talk to Pat, we can move this along a little quicker.
Senator, I have here a letter that we received from our wonderful mayor, Bill Hoffman, and I'd just like to read here one section. He talks about the authority concept, which is what we talked about here tonight. And he says here that they do not represent us, but they're paid spokesmen and lobbyists. Now, you're in the legislature. Do you know who these people are?
Can you hold the mic up a little bit?
Pardon? Oh. I said, do you know who the paid lobbyists are and these people in Springfield who are promoting this authority?
I was
And
not,
if you don't know, will you find out?
I attended the meeting in the basement of the Joliet Area Historical Museum at which the CDM Smith study was released. And there were representatives there from various stakeholders, from the trucking industry, from Centerpoint, from Jackson Township, from the village of Elwood. So yes, I have met people who, like me, were eager to see the results of this study.
Are you prepared to deal with this along with our new representative?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Thank you. Any further questions? If anyone else has questions, come on up and see Pat.
Hi, my name is Brian Swain, 215 Morris. Kind of simple, straight questions. You said you won't support this in this form, you will support something in another form. My question is pretty simple. Would you support something that says another layer of bureaucracy, another layer, whether it's an inlet, port authority, or whatever they want to call themselves, and the village, its residents say, we don't want it. Would you support that?
No.
Now, if in turn you say no now, but yet you do support it later, you willing to step down on those words? Leave office? Simple question, simple answer.
I don't anticipate going back on my word, sir.
Bob King, 311 North Chicago Avenue. I'd like to know what the subject of overweight trucking permits issued by Elwood is being attacked as excessive or misused, as we are the ones who are suffering from the effects of these trucks, the noise, traffic, the pollution, and unknown environmental impact. Plus the maintenance of the roads, and what benefit is this for the village of Elwood?
What benefit is what, sir?
This uniform trucking fee.
Well, there is no uniform trucking fee at present. In the CDM Smith study, which Administrator Narducci mentioned and which I just mentioned, it has several recommendations. Number one, create a formal stakeholder group to begin a transparent, credible dialogue. I agree with that. People need to be talking to find a solution to the problems caused by the increased truck traffic in our area. Recommendation number two, take immediate steps to create a county-wide regional permit. Representative Walsh, Mayor Hoffman, and I talked about this last week, about the beginning discussions which would explore a coordinated universal overweight truck permit system.
How does that benefit Elwood?
That's to be determined. That's why we want to have the discussion with your mayor.
All right, any further questions? Senator, thank you very much.
Thank you.